Hey, what's up guys? Coach Dan here again for our third and final video on optimizing our pre-exercise warm-up. Okay, so we talked a lot about breathing in the first video and getting our nervous system warmed up. We talked about addressing tissue quality and some hot spot areas that are going to help increase mobility through tissue quality with the foam roller, lacrosse ball, and softball. And then the last one I want to go through is our dynamic warm-up. So purpose of dynamic warm-up is obviously to raise our core temperature to get us ready for the workout, but also to take our muscles kind of actively through the range of motions that they're going to go through during the workout to fully prepare us for the workout. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys just 4 quick stretches that we can do, dynamic warm-up stretches, and then I'm also going to show you guys 2 quick stability exercises. These 4 warm-up stretches to start are basically mobility based, and they're going through all the areas that we need to be mobile in, so our ankles, our hips, and our T-spine, okay? We also are going to do a little bit of glute activation because a lot of people struggle with glute activation and getting those glutes to turn on. So first one, just basic glute bridges, okay? So you guys are going to bring the heels, okay, right underneath the knees. Make sure this is a straight vertical line. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades back. I like to keep my hands up in the air so I don't grip right here too much to the ground, so you can keep the hands up in the air, right? We're just going to come up, squeeze the butt all the way to the top. Make sure I'm not extending through my lower back. That motion is coming up through the hips. Lock them out. Use the thumbs here. Make sure the glutes are fully turned on. Come back down and then right back up, okay? So we're going to do that 15 times. Get those glutes turned on, and then we're going to take it into this stretch. Kind of stole from Mark Verstegen, called the world's greatest stretch. This is one of my favorite ones to do. Get some T-spine mobility going. It gets also everything firing in the lower body. So with that one, we're going to start with the hands on the inside. We've got to make sure weight's on the heel and the front leg, and the back leg's completely straight, so we have that hip flexor stretched out. And then what we're going to do is, if I got my left leg forward, I'm going to put my right hand on the ground, and I'm going to reach as far as I can, get as much rotation through as I can through the T-spine in the middle part of the back here. From there, I'm going to take that same arm, and I'm going to try to drop my elbow down to the ground, or as close as I can get it next to the instep of my front foot. Get that groin firing. I'm going to take the hand back outside, straighten that front leg, push the butt up in the air, and really get that hamstring to fire. And then I would obviously do the same thing on the other side right here, right? And I would open up, bring it down, drop the elbow down, and then push back, hips up, toe up, okay? And then from there, we're also going to work on ankle mobility. A lot of people struggle with ankle mobility, so it's something we definitely need to address, or we can start to get some knee and hip pain if our ankles aren't mobile enough. So over here on the wall, you guys are going to get about 3 to 4 inches away from the wall. And all I'm going to do, without letting my heel come off the ground, I like to do this one with my shoes off so you can really make sure the heel stays pressed to the ground. We're going to drive the knee forward 5 times into the wall straight ahead, 5 times towards the inside of the foot or the big toe, 5 towards the outside of the foot or the little toe, okay? Main thing with this is the heel's got to stay on the ground. If that's pretty easy, I can scoot back a little bit, do it a little farther away, but as soon as that heel comes off the ground, I got to scoot back up and find that right spot, okay? So we go 5 each way on both sides, okay? The last one I like to do for a dynamic warm-up is, kind of goes back to our FMS. We're just going to go through an overhead squat warm-up. So what we're going to do, this also gets a lot of good shoulder stretch right here, some shoulder mobility. So what you guys are going to do is get a little tension on the span, pull it all the way behind to the butt, bring it back up top, try to keep it pinned back as far as we can, band behind the head, go into a squat, come back up, bring it back behind, keep the arms straight the whole time, bring it back up top, keep it behind the head, and squat, okay? So that's a great kind of mobility dynamic warm-up to go through. We also got to work a little bit on stability though. The 2 main things we're going to hit in our stability warm-up is hip stability and then scapular stability, working on posture, right? So with hip stability, use my mini band right here, put this around my ankles, make sure my toes stay straight ahead, my knees stay out, I don't let the mini band pull me in, shoulders stay back, good posture. Take 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. You're going to feel the outer part of the hips, this glute medius turn on. And we're going to go back and forth for 30 seconds, okay? Then we're going to take that into our band pull aparts, so work on posture and scapular stability. Palms are going to go up just so I can set my shoulder blades. Arms are going to stay straight the whole time, so don't bend the elbows. And all I'm going to do is pull through the middle part of my back, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then bring that back up top. Make sure we keep the ribs down and we're not extending at the lower back as we pull, right? So ribs down, shoulders back, arms stay straight, squeeze those shoulder blades, and pull, okay? So there's a lot of exercises we can do for a dynamic warm-up, guys, but those are my 4 favorite ones to do, along with 2 stability exercises. Pairing that with our breathing and tissue quality, and I promise you guys' results and just overall feeling and movement is gonna get a ton better if you guys start to implement this warm-up routine as opposed to just getting on the treadmill or just doing some random stretching. So hit me up if you guys have any questions, and find me on Twitter or post questions on my Facebook page. Thanks, guys.